Cheyenne and her black lab Olive are walking along a grassy lawn on a hot sunny day. Cheyenne sits on an outdoor bench at the training school while Olive sits in the grass at her side. On the grooming bench, Olive surprises Cheyenne with a big kiss on the chin. Cheyenne lays down on a hardwood floor with her headphones in and Olive at her side. Cheyenne and Olive walk down a wide city sidewalk with plantings and curbing to their right. Congratulations, Olive's razor, Linda Depew. From up ahead, we see Madeline and her yellow lab Mercury walking down a sidewalk past a city building. From their left, we see Madeline and Mercury walking down a sidewalk with plantings and brickwork behind them. Mercury turns towards Madeline and the treat bag as they reach the brick edging of a sidewalk. Mercury lies quietly on the table as Madeline raises his front leg to groom him. Madeline rests on the floor of the training school with legs out and Mercury's head resting on her knee. Congratulations, Mercury's razor, Bryn Lancey. Next we have Belinda and her yellow lab Kaylin walking through the white crosswalk of a busy intersection. Bee and Kaylin walk down a sidewalk with a long wall of reflective windows to their left. Belinda bends forward and pats Kaylin after just crossing a busy street. Kaylin looks content as he squints as Belinda is brushing him on the grooming table. Both are smiling as Bee sits on her heels and Kaylin sits next to her looking towards the camera. Congratulations, Kaylin's razors, Betsy and Charles Pine. This is Leslie and her yellow lab, Yanni, walking down a sunny sidewalk with grass and plantings to their left. From ahead, we see Leslie and Yanni, who's wearing her protective booties, walking towards us on a city sidewalk. The new team successfully maneuvers between a tree and parking lot guardrails. Leslie and Yanni stand on a path with dappled sunlight coming through the trees. Yanni gets a treat after being so cooperative while getting her booties put on. Congratulations, Yanni's razor, Denise M. Barber. This is Annie and her black lab, Willis, walking down a sidewalk with varying surfaces. As they reach the edge of the curb, Willis turns and looks up at Annie, who's reaching into the treat bag. Annie and Willis are on a path navigating around orange cones and white barriers. The trainer holds the support leash as Annie and Willis make their way across a wide intersection. Annie sits back on her heels and smiles as Willis sits attentively next to her. Congratulations, Willis's razor, Erica McPhail. Now we have Douglas and his yellow lab, Kimberly, approaching the edge of a sidewalk. Douglas and Kimberly walk through the corridor of a building, avoiding objects like furniture in their path. Kimberly looks fully at ease as she waits patiently for Douglas to fill a beverage cooler. From up ahead on a warm sunny day, we see Douglas and Kimberly coming towards us down a sidewalk. Cross-legged in the grass, Douglas leans to kiss Kimberly's nose, which is resting on his knee. Congratulations, Kimberly's razors, Donna and Stephen Dirks. Now we see two collages made from the formal portraits of these proud graduate teens. In the class portrait, the students sit with their dogs in front of them and their trainers behind them. We thank this month's sponsors for their generosity. Congratulations to Team Olive and Team Willis. May you have many safe and happy adventures together. Many thanks to their puppy raisers for their steadfast dedication and enthusiasm to the Guiding Eyes mission. You will forever be friends of the Central New York region. From the Central New York region. Olive was special named by Claudia Holliday. To special name a puppy, contact Kay Benson at guidingeyes.org. We gratefully acknowledge the Fain family for their support of our online streaming capabilities. We close with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Congratulations, graduates! We start with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. We see a photo of a beautiful lake surrounded by woods. Guiding Eyes for the Blind presents the graduating class of July 2018. First we see Jasmine and her black lab, Pax, walking down a trail with their trainer. On a sunny day, Jazz and Pax walk down a sidewalk with a lawn and curb to their left. On the obstacle path, Jazz shares a light moment with training staff and Pax stands at the ready. From their left, we see the new team walking past a brick building and wooden benches. Jazz and Pax carefully maneuver around orange cones and white barriers. Congratulations, Pax's raisers, Jim and Luann Parmesan. Now we have Tori and her black lab, Alfred, crossing a city street. As they reach the curb, we see Tori is giving Alfred a treat for a job well done. Alfred is ready to lead Tori around obstacles as they go down a path. On a hot, sunny day, Alfred turns and checks in with Tori at the edge of the curb. From their front right, we see Tori smiles as she and Alfred go down a residential street. Congratulations, Alfred's raisers, the Altwood family. Now we have Lance and his black lab, Saki, making their way across a city street. From up ahead, we see Lance and Saki walking past a storefront up an inclined sidewalk. The new team walks down a sunny path with a shady grove of trees to their left. Lance and Saki have just come through a crosswalk and entered into a wide area of pavement. Lance and Saki walk down a shaded path with obstacles and a white shed behind them. Congratulations, Saki's raisers, the Kirkwood family. Now we have Will and his black lab, Kendall, walking through a white painted crosswalk. Kendall stands patiently on the grooming table while Will removes his leash. Now we see Will and Kendall coming towards us down a wide sidewalk with buildings to their left. Will leans down towards Kendall as they prepare to get in the Guiding Eyes van. Will and Kendall walk quickly down a path with tall green bushes to their left. Congratulations, Kendall's raiser, Mrs. Michael C. Trapani. Now we have Christine and her yellow lab, Vereen, walking on a busy sidewalk past storefronts. Now Christine and Vereen are walking down a wide sidewalk with black fencing and a parking lot to their left. From their left, we're watching the new team walk through a white painted crosswalk. When they reach the curb after crossing, Christine and Vereen turn and check in with each other. Christine and Vereen share a sweet moment sitting together on the floor at the training school. Congratulations, Vereen's raisers, the Sorter family. Now we see Cheryl and her black lab, Knight, entering a crosswalk on a busy city street. Knight looks straight towards the camera as he and Cheryl sit on the grooming bench. A white shed and blue and orange obstacles are behind them as Cheryl and Knight walk down a shady path. Knight looks up patiently as Cheryl reaches into the treat bag at the edge of the sidewalk. The trainer holds a support leash as Cheryl and Knight make their way through a painted crosswalk. Congratulations, Knight's Razor, Jordan Moore. This is Emma and her German Shepherd Holly walking down the sidewalk with a parking lot and buildings beyond them. At an intersection, Emma and Holly check in with each other at the edge of the curb. Emma and Holly sit close to one another while working on the grooming bench. Emma and Holly look very focused as they pass through a white painted crosswalk. From their right, we see the new team walking down a residential street with homes, lawns, and driveways beyond them. Congratulations, Holly's Razors, the Houghton family. Cheyenne and her black lab Olive are walking along a grass.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Miranda Beckman, and I have had the absolute pleasure of being this month's class supervisor. It is my honor to introduce the graduating class of July 2018. All the way from Michigan, we have Cheryl McIntosh and Knight. And from the state of Virginia, we have Cheyenne Racy and her guide dog, Olive. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, we have Lance Bell and his guide dog, Saki. From Atlanta, Georgia, we have Madeline Smith and Mercury. And from Rosemount, Minnesota, we have Tori Andrews and her dog, Alfred. All the way from Holualoa, Hawaii, we have Emma Pata and her guide dog, Holly. From Guttenberg, New Jersey, we have Belinda, Valdez, and Kaylin. From Roxbury, Massachusetts, we have William Fontanes and guide dog Kendall. And from Rexburg, Idaho, we have Leslie Alexander and guide dog Yanni. And from Roseville, Minnesota, we have Christine Malley and her dog, Vereen. And from Walla Walla, Washington, we have Annie Hartzell and her dog, Willis. And from Maple Heights, Ohio, we have Jasmine Morris Anderson and her dog, Pax. Also this month, we have one home training team that we would like to recognize. This month's home training graduate was Douglas Brusso in Westerville, Ohio, with his new dog, Kimberly. And they were trained by Megan Baker, who's one of our home training instructors. So congratulations to everyone. And now I'd like to introduce Guiding Eyes Chair of the Board of Directors, Wendy Aglietti.
Thank you, Miranda. Welcome. Guiding Eyes for the Blind provides guide dogs to people with vision loss. We are passionate about connecting exceptional dogs with individuals for greater independence. I wanted to start my remarks with our mission statement and then take this opportunity to proudly brag. We are quite good at our mission. The proof of our success is sitting behind me. These graduates, dogs, and handlers are 13 of approximately 170 that will course through our curriculum this year. 1,000 more graduates are supported by Guiding Eyes for the Blind on a daily basis and are currently out in their world with greater independence. Yesterday, I had the good fortune to join the class for lunch. As they each introduced themselves and their dogs, I was particularly impressed with their confidence and happiness. I joined one table and was so pleased to hear all the compliments directed at Guiding Eyes dogs, staff, and the accommodations. There even was an item for the suggestion box. As the four of us spoke, I couldn't help but take in all the chatter and laughter around me coming from the other graduates. We finished up much too quickly as the group was off with their guide dogs to the Prospector Movie Theater in Ridgefield, Connecticut. I do recommend going to our website and clicking on the graduations tab to learn more about each one of these graduates and read what having a guide dog means to them. I do have a special message today from Mom for one of our viewers watching from very far away, live. A very happy birthday today to Jay, the son of our graduate, Annie. Annie, give a wave. Puppies growing from conception at our breeding center to a graduation here at the Yorktown campus, and all the variables in between are quite an undertaking. In the 12 years I have been a volunteer here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind, I've had the opportunity to learn what a complex business this is. I'm bursting with pride at the continued success of our awesome mission. It would be simple to say accomplishing our mission is miraculous, but the skill and expertise with which all staff and volunteers handle their responsibilities are the actual reasons for our success. They are the miracles for these successes behind me. And donors, none of this can be initiated or maintained without you. Thank you all. Congratulations to the graduates from the entire board of directors. And I'd now like to introduce to you Kathy Zubricki, our Vice President of Training Programs. Everybody enjoy the program today.
Thank you, Wendy, and welcome everyone. As I was driving in this morning, I had sort of like an aha moment. And it was, how lucky am I? How lucky am I that every month I get to participate in a graduation to celebrate, congratulate, and thank the many people who have made this day possible. Our puppies have been touched by many loving hands on their 2-year journey to become a guide dog, and many of those people are in this room right now. And so I'd like to ask all our puppy raisers to please stand up. Generous, selfless, dedicated are some of the words I would use to describe you. And by opening your hearts and homes to a Guiding Eyes for the Blind puppy, you've actually transformed another person's life. And how sweet that is. Thank you. I'll roll with it. And we are so grateful to everyone for all your efforts on our behalf. There's another very important group of people that these puppies had to meet as they continued along the road to become a guide dog. And I might make them a little uncomfortable for a moment, but I'm going to ask Miranda to come back to the podium. And I'm going to ask Lori, Kara, Marianne, and Kelly to please stand up. Julie. Oh, and Julie. Thank you. Each class is unique, and each class has its own rhythm. And during that process, there are highs and lows, and there are ups and downs. And you have managed all of it with professionalism, grace, and compassion. Thank you for everything you've done to make this class so successful. And there's a third very special group of people that these dogs were destined to meet that are here in the room right now, our graduates. This is your day. Celebrate it, enjoy it, delight in it. You've worked very hard to get here. And we don't underestimate the courage it took for you to decide to invite a guide dog into your life. You took a step into the unknown. You didn't know what our school was going to be like. You didn't know your instructors. You didn't know who your classmates were going to be. You didn't know the routes that you would be working, and you didn't know what your dog was going to be like. You just didn't know. And yet you took that leap of faith and you jumped into the unknown, and here you are, ready to go home with your new guide dogs. On behalf of the entire staff at Guiding Eyes here in Yorktown, Patterson, and all our remote staff, congratulations, and you are wished every continued success. I also want to have a special congratulations to Mary Beth. There are a few milestones that a guide dog instructor meets, and one of them is when you complete your first class. So Mary Beth, congratulations on completing your first class. And I look forward to seeing you at many more graduations. So to everyone who supports us, whether it's through the gift of your time, your financial support, or just sharing our story with others, thank you all. We certainly couldn't do it without you. Please enjoy the rest of the day.
At this time, I would like to invite up our first graduate speaker, Madeline Smith. Sorry, you probably don't need the reserve sign. There you go. Is that good?
Yes. Friends, family, alumni, Guiding Eyes staff, instructors, and guests. Today, I'm standing here telling a room full of people why this milestone in my life is important. I sat and thought about it, and I realized we all already know the importance about getting a guide dog. Having a companion that you trust to work with as a team is a special gift that a person gets to experience only after they have had tremendous loss in their life. And for us, it was the loss of our eyesight. Our class has been training hard for 3 weeks in the rain, in 90-degree heat, at night, and everything in between. Tomorrow, we'll go home with our new furry friends and start a new chapter in all of our lives. What I want to talk today about is something that isn't guaranteed when you come to Guiding Eyes and for any other guide dog school. We all find special companionship with our dogs, but what is even more rare is companionship with each other. Coming to Guiding Eyes allowed me to meet and become friends with other people with loss of vision. The camaraderie within our class was evident within the first 48 hours of being in New York, and it's not something you find every day, especially with how diverse we are in age, personality, and interests. I think this is because Guiding Eyes provides an environment where we can be ourselves and relate to one another, where the blind are the majority, and we don't have to live in a sighted world for a little while. We run into each other in the hallway and you'll hear, "Will, get out of my way." Or, "Here comes Madeline in her granny slippers." With the occasional, "Where's Lance?" after everybody else has gathered for lecture. But never an apology, simply because we don't have to apologize to each other for being blind. And that is a beautiful thing to experience, even if it's just for 3 weeks. I've learned so much from my classmates in my time here, and I hope to learn so much more from them as time goes on. Becoming blind has given all of us experiences and opportunities not many people get to have, and I am thankful for that. I've only known these people in the room for 3 weeks, but I feel like I've known them my whole life. To my fellow classmates, thank you for sharing these memories with me, and always remember to stay a light in a world of darkness. Thank you.
Beautiful job, Madeline. Our next graduate speaker is Cheyenne Racy.
Hello, I am Cheyenne Racy, and I'm going to talk about a story that led me here with Olive today. I was born with visual impairment, something from birth that's been in my family, cataracts and glaucoma. It developed over time, and in the right eye, I went completely blind at 2 years old from an infection. I had fairly good vision in the left eye until a year ago. At 16, I had a cornea transplant, and my vision was better than it's been in a long time with the one eye. At the age of 18, day before graduating high school, I went to the doctors because I woke up with very, very blurry vision, a black curtain almost. There they noticed that there was some fluid that had attached from my retina. They said, "You've already had a lot of trauma." I had 38 eye surgeries in my lifetime. So they said, "Well, wait, it will go away on its own." It didn't go away on its own, and during my freshman year of college, I woke up and it was gone. I went to the doctors and he said, "Your retina's detached." Something I wasn't expecting. I thought I was going to go blind in 30s, 40s maybe. Me and my family had no idea that I would be becoming blind in 18, freshman in college, living in a one-bedroom apartment in a city that I did not know very well. But during this time, I was preparing. I had a feeling it was not going to go well. I did O&M once a week. When this little scare happened, I applied for a dog, a guide dog, something I've known I wanted, and I love having her. I say she's a light in my life, even though she's a black lab. And I traveled a lot. I play a sport called goalball, and goalball is a team sport. And in a team sport, you trust your teammates. Everyone is blindfolded, so it's an equal playing field. It was made for blind, visually impaired veterans after World War II. And with this sport, you have trust with your teammates. And with this sport, the main key, since everyone is blindfolded, is communication. And you have to listen to a ball that has bells, so the gym needs to be quiet. And then the only person that can talk to you is your teammate. And the only person that you need to be trusting at that time is your teammate. And when me and Olive, when we go on our trips, because I cannot wait to take Olive with me to all these tournaments and to school, she will be my teammate. I will trust her to guide me through wherever we go, and I will have communication with her that whole time with the leash, the harness handle, and my voice. I'm so thankful how strong we become as a team within 3 weeks. I remember the trip to Manhattan. I was nervous. I was from a small town, from Virginia. I go to DC and I go to Philly, but it's walking with a cane. That's what I tell people. There's so much sensory overload, and with Olive, we flew. I didn't have to worry about it getting stuck in every crack and bumping into people's feet. With us, we went straight through, and it was one of the most prettiest moments in my life, and I'm so thankful to have this sweet, loving dog, and I'm so thankful for the people that got her and I here. Thank you so much to the puppy raisers that took this wonderful dog into your home and gave her the love from the start that she has today. Thank you to the instructor assistants and everyone in the kennels that took care of her from week to week. And thank you to the instructor that made us into a team, a solid team, and that made this whole class a beautiful team, and that will go home in separate units into our own teams. Thank you for my teammate.
Thank you, ladies. That was fantastic. At this part of the program, I would like to ask Maria Lazaro to come up and join me at the podium. Maria is the Director of Operations at our Patterson campus.
Thank you, Miranda.
Welcome, everyone. I know a lot of you are going to know what I'm going to say next, but as I look at all these beautiful dogs lying up here, I can honestly say I knew them when they were just a gleam in their daddy's eye. And now seeing them all grown up doing what they're meant to do fills us with so much pride and love for them. So on behalf of the Canine Development Center, I'd like to extend a sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of 2018 and their beautiful guiding eyes. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be able to spend this day with you today. The journey of a guiding eyes puppy is a long one, and it doesn't happen without our generous donors, our dedicated staff, and over 1,500 volunteers. These include our brood stud foster families, our early socializers, oh God, I can't talk, our home socializers, thank you. I swear I didn't drink. Yeah, I might now. Our home litter care families, our puppy sitters, our region coordinators and helpers, the kennel and administrative staff, volunteers in Patterson and in Yorktown, and our tour leaders, drivers, and ambassadors. And they say it takes a village to raise a child. And finally, I want to say a very, very special thank you to the people who are very near and dear in my heart, and that's our puppy raisers. It truly doesn't happen without you. And these are the people that take these beautiful little puppies into their homes when they're only 8 weeks old. They love them, they nurture them, they train them, they stay up late with them when they're sick, they have fun with them, and then they give the ultimate gift, they give them up. And while I say it's the hardest job here, it's also the most rewarding. So thank you very, very much. Love you guys. And also, I have to give a shout out to the canine development staff. This includes the genetics department, the whelping kennel, the breeding kennel, the vet staff, our puppy program, and for all that they do. They give these puppies the best possible start we can for when they go to their raisers. So thank you, guys. And I have to say one more thing. I want to acknowledge all the raisers out there who have raised breeding dogs that have become part of our elite colony. It truly doesn't happen without them. So thank you, guys. And now for the fun part, we're going to give out our certificates. So I'll ask, when I call your name, I'll ask one person from the family to come up and accept. And we start off with the Altland family from Capital, New York. They have raised 3 puppies, and they have raised Guiding Eyes Alfred. Congratulations. The Houghton family from Finger Lakes. They have raised 9 puppies for Guiding Eyes. Raiser of Guiding Eyes, Holly. Betsy and Charles Pine from Eastern Mass. This is their second Guiding Eyes puppy. They raised Guiding Eyes, Kaylin. Mrs. Michael Trapani from Dutchess, New York, who has raised 7 puppies, raisers of Guiding Eyes, Kendall. Bryn Lancy from Eastern Connecticut. This is her first puppy, raiser of Guiding Eyes, Mercury. Congratulations, Bryn. Jordan Moore from Richmond, Virginia, raiser of 3 puppies, raiser of Guiding Eyes, Night. Congratulations. And a very special Miss Linda Depew from Wayne County, raiser of 21 puppies, raisers of Guiding Eyes, Olive. Jim and Luann Hamerson from North Carolina. They have raised 9 puppies, raisers of Guiding Eyes, Pax. The Kirkwood family from Central New York, raiser of 6 puppies and raiser of Guiding Eyes, Saki. The Sorter family from Southern Tier, raiser of 3 puppies and raisers of Guiding Eyes, Vereen. Willis Erica McPhail, who has raised 4 puppies from Leatherstocking, raiser of Guiding Eyes, Willis. Denise Barber from Cattaraugus has raised 12 puppies, raiser of Guiding Eyes, Yanni. And under home training, Donna and Steve Dirks from Monroe, New York, they've raised 11 puppies, and they raised Guiding Eyes, Kimberly. Congratulations, everyone. At the Canine Development Center, we have a saying that goes, "Remember, from small beginnings come great things." And it gives me great pleasure to introduce future Guiding Eyes, the lovely Hetty and Isa, and they're going to their puppy raisers today. I love you too. Puppy kisses. I love puppy kisses. Anybody that would like to join our volunteer family, we would love to have you. The puppies are going to be down at the groom room after graduation for autographs, so feel free to come and visit them. I'm sure they'll love to see you. Thank you, guys. And I just have, I know the puppies always steal the show. I just have one more thing to say to the graduates. He is your friend, your partner, your defender, your dog. You are his life, his love, his leader. He will be yours faithful and true to the last beat of his heart. You owe it to him to be worthy of such devotion. May God bless you all and keep you safe.
Thank you so much, Maria. All right. I wanted to take just a moment to talk a little bit about not only the graduates that you see before you here, but the graduates that we have that join us at almost every graduation, either at home via YouTube or in person, such as Ron Davidson with his dog Clarissa and Becky Davidson with her lovely dog Lawson. We also have Daryl Fergosh with his dog Amos with us. So thank you guys. You are a wonderful support network for our new graduates, and it is so, so valued. So thank you very much for your show of support. And I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge this month's class instructors, Julie, Lori, Kara, Mary Beth, Kelly. I've worked with each of these ladies over the years, and this is our first time as an entire team. And you really did make this such a wonderful team to work with. And I have so enjoyed working with you all. You are so dedicated to your passion, to your career, to your work. And it is so appreciated. And I appreciate the long hours, the worrying, the plan A, plan B, plan C, and even D. Your ability to be flexible and to roll with it. And Mary Beth, we're so excited to have you in the training department. You're a wonderful addition. I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm so grateful to all of you strong, amazing women. Thank you. And to the wonderful individuals you see behind me here up on the stage. You guys really were an amazing class to work with. I value so much of your energy and how much work you've put into working with these dogs. They are some of the most wonderful dogs on the planet, and every time I'm in class, I'm so grateful for how fortunate we are to have such wonderful dogs available to us to work with and match with you guys. But you guys really do the other half of that equation. You put in the extra hours, you put in the extra work, the Juno practice, the listening to the lectures ahead of time, all the hours that go into it. And it is, again, so valued. This is your foundation. Where you go from here is however you want to build your relationship with your dog. Just know that we are here as a support to you. And hopefully you can be a support to future graduates who are sitting up here in years to come. So thank you very much. Now it's time for our certificates. So congratulations go out, and please help me cheer on this wonderful class. Congratulations, Annie and Willis. And Leslie and Yanni. Belinda and Kaylin. Tori and Albert. Lance and, oh my gosh, I almost said Alberta. Lance and Saki. Cheryl and Knight. Cheyenne and Olive. Madeline and Mercury. Emma and Holly. Will and Kendall. Christine and Vereen. And of course, Jazz and Pax. Great work to all of you guys. And now I would like to introduce Jennifer Padal. Jennifer is going to go over our announcements and closing remarks.
Hello, friends. It's a wonderful day today. Wonderful, wonderful, literally, wonderful, figuratively. And I want to say congratulations to the class. I've seen you on campus for 3 weeks working so hard. You've accomplished a great deal in a short amount of time, and I'm so excited for the adventures you're about to embark on. I feel very fortunate and lucky to be here in front of you today, lucky in my career. I've been here for a year now with Guiding Eyes, and lucky in my life to be partnered with all of you in this work. It is amazing, and it is teamwork. I always say teamwork makes the dream work, and this in this room is a huge part of the team. So today, this is an occasion for a Guiding Eyes graduation because of all of our graduating dogs here today. Every one of their puppy raisers is here in the room. We don't get that very often, so. And I want to say a special thank you to our graduation sponsor this month. That is the Central New York region. And they're sponsoring in honor of 2 of their graduating puppies this month. And I want to say a little bit about their puppy raisers. Linda Depew is a puppy raiser, and you saw her come up and accept her certificate before. She raised Olive, who's graduating today, and is raising her 17th and 18th pups. Is that right? 17th and 18th? I have it written down, and then I heard 21. So 21. I mean, after you get to like 10, you just rack them up at that point, right? You don't even know. Her home region is in Wayne County, but she is active in Monroe County, where I grew up, by the way, to the west, and the Central New York region to the east. And Linda is a wonderful resource to our raiser community and is still a go-to person for the Central New York region. So thank you to Linda. And I also want to say thank you to Erica McPhail. Erica, where are you? Oh, there you are. Erica raised Willis, who's graduating today from the Central New York region. And Erica started puppy raising as an undergraduate at Hartwick College in the Leatherstocking region. So we're going to cover some territory here today. She raised 2 puppies in the Central New York region as a graduate student and at the College of Environmental Science and Forestry. And she's now raising her 5th dog. Is that right? 5th dog in her home state of Maine. So congratulations to both of you and to the Central New York region. And I just want to note another special guest that we have with us today, and that's Claudia Holliday. Claudia, wave to everybody. Claudia is a volunteer in our Cleveland East region with her mother, Teresa. And Claudia volunteers during classes and also makes wonderful cookies, I hear, for the volunteers at IFT send-offs for the dogs in their region. And Claudia raised funds to benefit Guiding Eyes and special named Olive, who's graduating today with her partner Cheyenne. So congratulations to Claudia. And I really think it's just such a wonderful testament. Stand up so everyone can see you. It is your heart and your commitment and not your age that helps people, gets you to make a great difference in the world. So thank you. So I have a few housekeeping. We have, like I said, every raiser who raised these beautiful dogs behind us today. And I know you're excited to say hello and come up and meet the dogs. But if you can give the graduates a chance to process or recess, and get their dogs out of harness before everybody rushes up to the front. So you can find a place on the campus to say hello, but it does get a little bit crazy if we all come up at once. So just know that you'll get your moment and you'll get to meet your wonderful partner with the dog that you raised and say hello. We have down the hall, you saw the puppies, and in addition to the 2 little yellow labs you saw, we have a German Shepherd, who's back there too, Xavier, who you can say hello to for photographs. So that's all the way down the hall and a little bit to the left. If you go down the hall and up the stairs, we have our cake reception to say thank you to everyone today. And then at 3 o'clock today, so we good with 3 o'clock? Okay, 3 o'clock. We're going to say 3 o'clock. We're going to do our kennel tour, and that will leave, if you go down the hall, the double doors that are right down at the end of the hall here. And Kelly, can you stand up? Kelly is going to do our kennel tour today, so you can meet Kelly at the double doors and see some of our facilities here today. I think I covered it all. So thank you again so much. I just want to say one other quick thing, and you may know this, but it is worth saying. Guiding Eyes has a 10-to-1 volunteer to staff ratio. I feel so proud to be part of the staff and to work with the amazing program side as we work on our fundraising side. And my heart just burst to be with you, all of you volunteers here today. So thank you so much. Congratulations, and have a great day.
Return it. Yes.